Hi Pisces, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your weekly reading for the 14th through the 20th of August 2022. Hope you guys are doing really well. I'm going to take a quick second just to remind you that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with everyone. And also keep in mind that in a general reading, the energies can reverse or flip-flop. It's not at all unusual. So if you find that the story is resonating with you, but you're on the opposite side, just place yourself in the story where you belong, okay? Also, I am giving away a free tarot reading at the end of each month, and if you would like to qualify for that, all you need to do is be a subscriber to the channel, hit that thumbs up button, and also drop a comment. And I will be happy to put you into that drawing. So let's get started, Pisces. Spirit, can I have the energy of Pisces? Pisces. All right, Pisces, we're starting out here with the Two of Coins reversed. We have the Queen of Wands. And coming out together, we have the Queen of Cups and the Hermit. Interesting energy here, Pisces. All right, so I do feel like there is a little bit of imbalance that is, present in your energy. Some of you might be having some financial issues, so be careful with that. Make sure that you're not making bad financial decisions right now. There's a need to be careful with your money. But I do see, like I said, a little bit of an imbalance here. I do think that there is a situation that you're still searching for answers, trying to gain some insight with regard to love. Now, the indication here is that you need to kind of use your intuition, because you're being represented here in your power, but in a very quiet way, in a very quiet manner. It's like that internal power. It's not the expression outward as much as it is that you have done a lot of the internal work. There's a lot of soul searching that's taking place right now with regard to your intuition. You're trying to intuitively figure out some things with regard to a love situation. So, and the answers are inside. The answers are within you. They're not outside of you. And I think that you intuitively know that. Now, I do see that there is action that has been taken here. This could be with regard to business. We have the Queen of Wands. So Queen of Wands is somebody who, is very active with regard to the business world. So you might have embarked on something or taken action towards something, as a side job, or you may have started a new business. This could also be a promotion at your job or into a leadership role. But I do see that regardless, people are following you. There is a sense of leadership. There's a sense of people feeling drawn towards you. There's a sense here of, you presenting to the world in a very confident manner, in a way that others want to follow. They want to follow the leadership that you are presenting to them. So some of you might feel like you're overtaxed a little bit, like you have a lot of things that you're juggling right now, and there's a desire to kind of, that's what might be causing this imbalance. But I definitely see that you're presenting well, and your energy looks pretty good. So let's see who might be in your energy here. Show me who's in Pisces energy, please. You're presenting as very vibrant and yet nurturing at the same time, not overly presenting. I don't know if that makes sense. You're not like putting yourself out there too much. You don't have to. People are being naturally drawn towards you, Pisces. All right, so the person in your energy has the Knight of Cups. We have the Three of Wands in the reverse. And we have the Two of Cups in the reverse. All right, so the person in your energy, I feel like this person, there's a sense here of them, they became tired of waiting for something here. There's a sense of not wanting to wait any longer. It could be they've presented you with a cup of love. This might have been what they grew impatient about. There's a sense of impatience here. I do think that, so this is a card of travel. So some of them may have traveled and now they're returning home. They're coming back. So they could have left, gone on a trip, and are now returning back. But I don't think that's for very many. But I do see that there's an impatience here. This person has been impatient with regard to something that they're waiting to come to them. I do see that they have either given an offer of love or they're hoping to receive an offer of love from you. This may be somebody who you are not seeing eye to eye with. This is likely where you're doing this soul searching. This could be somebody that you are either in an argument with, or you may be separated from this person. There's a sense of unhappiness here though, and again I'm seeing that imbalance. So let's see the energy between the two of you. They do love you. There is love here. Yeah, anxiety. So there's a sense of anxiety between the two of you. Fears, anxieties, negativity, things. So there's things that maybe are unresolved between the two of you. It's what's causing this imbalance for you. And it may be related somehow to them offering love. So they may be returning to you. They may be very drawn to you. They may be returning to you, and they may have offered love to you, and it's causing a lot of anxiety. They may be anxious about offering that love. You may be anxious about them offering it, or vice versa. Let's see what's affecting the connection, because I see a lot of stress between the two of you. Ooh, the Death card. So there's a transformation, either an ending or a transformation, or both. Something sudden happened. So that's what's affecting this connection. That's what's causing all this anxiety. You're very drawn to this person though, and I feel like they are towards you. So this ending may have already occurred, and they may be impatient to bring this back together. They may be returning to you, wanting to offer this love. Let's see the outcome at the end of, and you may be trying to figure out what to do with this. Let's see the energy at the end of the week. I see Scorpio. I also see Gemini is here. Show me the outcome at the end of the week, please. Eight of Swords. Overthinking it. Feeling trapped in your thoughts. Overthinking. Feeling powerless. Yeah, it's a sense of restriction, but Pisces, this is a restriction that you literally can take yourself out of, but I feel like you don't know how. Bottom of the deck is the King of Wands. Very interesting. You could be dealing with a fire sign. That would be a Aries, Leo, or a Sagittarius. But yeah, I feel like this is a this is a divine partner here, because you have the Queen of Wands. Underlying energy is the King of Wands. And it is directly related to this impatience, tired of waiting, and the possible return, especially if they live at a distance. So Pisces, what I'm seeing here is that this is a divine couple. There's a spiritual connection here of some sort. So underlying energy here has to do with that, and it also has to do with taking action, decisiveness, and leadership as well. So this would be a very dynamic couple. Let's clarify. Spirit, why is the Two of Coins in reverse? Okay, so we have the Ace of Coins, we have the Seven of Coins. Be careful with your investments, Pisces, because I do feel that you've had some concerns with investments or money. There could have been even some losses here. I feel like you're kind of having to, some of you may be paying Peter to, or robbing Peter to pay Paul. So be careful, because I do see, as a side note, that there's a need to be careful with your money. There is an investment that you're making here, Pisces, that is going to pay off very well. It may have to do with, if you're doing a side job, or you've started a business, or you've gotten a promotion. I feel like you're going to see that pay off very well. There is an investment that you're going to have to make into it of time, or it could be an investment itself, but it's going to do well. Now, with regard to relationship, I do see that you're being very patient here. There's a patience with regard to a new beginning, especially with regard to stability, because I do see that things are not stable right now. They're a little bit unbalanced, and you're being very patient. You're kind of waiting to see what's going to happen, and you're being patient for either a new beginning that's stable, or for the stability to come into a new beginning that's already happened. So, why is the Queen of Wands here? All right, we have the Seven of Swords, and we have the Five of Coins reversed. Yeah, so this person's coming back. Somebody's coming back around. It could be you, or it could be them. It may even be both of you. There could be some kind of trickery involved with this, though. I do see that for some of you, there's something that's not on the up and up with this reconciliation. There is a reconciliation, I see, though. Now, for most of you, though, I feel like there was an avoidance that was taking place here. Somebody was avoiding, and then action was taken towards a reconciliation. But for others, there's something that's a little bit off with this reconciliation. There's something that's not quite honest here. And that's maybe there was an action. It could have been something with regard to passions. We have one more. Okay. All right, we have the Ten of Swords. We have the Six of Cups reversed. And we have the Judgment. Yeah, so there was a painful ending. Pisces, I feel like you really tried to walk away from this connection. You tried to put it behind you. This is a soulmate or a spiritual connection. And I feel like you really tried to put it behind you, but your intuition told you that that was not what needed to happen here. And I feel like ultimately, I mean, it got to the point where this seemed like it was beyond repair. It seemed like this was not going to come back together, and then it did. But it's your intuition that led you to this reconciliation. So if the reconciliation has not happened, it will. Even though you've tried to release this person, I feel like your intuition is going to lead you back to this person. Now, some of you, I feel like, have already reconciled. Others of you, and even though you've reconciled, there's still an imbalance in the connection, and it might be related to something that is deceptive. For others of you, the reconciliation has not happened yet. And you may have convinced yourself that you have to let this person go, but you love this person, you love them, and ultimately, at the very last second, when it seems like everything is over and done, I feel like your intuition is going to lead you back to this person. Let's look at their energy. And I feel like they're coming back towards you. But let's see. Why is the Knight of Cups here? Why is the Knight of Cups here? Justice. You could be dealing with a Libra. And the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, there's a karmic lesson involved for this person. Opening their heart and offering love is going to be a game changer for them. It's going to bring balance back to this person. It's going to bring balance back to the connection. And so I feel as if and it's going to start that wheel moving in a positive direction for them again. So they may have felt very stagnant. They may have felt like everything in their life was going badly until the love was reintroduced. Or they may feel that if they can just bring this back together, everything is going to go right. There's a sense here of there being like good karma associated either with receiving an offer of love or giving an offer of love. And it's going to move things in a positive direction. So, and I feel like the person you're involved with, Pisces, is the one that's bringing the offer. Because I feel like you're waiting to, for it. All right, we have the Fool in reverse, and we have the Strength card in reverse. Ooh, this person has a lot of fear. Ooh, they are riddled with fear. They're afraid of taking a risk. They're afraid of bringing it back together. I feel like ultimately they're going to, because they're kind of weighing it up, and they feel that it's going to move things in a positive direction, but boy, are they afraid. Maybe they're afraid that you're going to turn them down. Yeah, they're afraid that maybe this is not where their future lies. This person has a lot of fear. Wow. This is what they're going to have to work on. There's something within this that they have to work on. They have to work on this conquering these fears. Let's see, why is the Two of Cups here? That's a lot of fear, Pisces. Could be dealing with a Leo, by the way. I said Libra already. All right, we have the 8 of coins, and there is that. There it is again. We have the 8 of swords. Okay, so they're up in their head about whether they should work on this connection. I think they just are so riddled with fear. They're processing this ending. They want to work on it. They want to work things out with you, but they are really in their head about it. And it's because of all this fear. Yeah. They're trying to, they want to bring this forward. So they have a split focus here. They do. They have a split focus. One part of them is saying to themselves, look, if I can, just bring in this love, if I can just offer love back to my Pisces, then everything's going to start moving in a positive direction again. I'm going to get balance in my life. It's the right thing to do. Another side of them, it's like they have those 2 angels on their shoulder, or the angel and the devil. And the other side is saying, well, what if they turn you down? What if they are doing something that what if they're with someone else? What if this isn't where you should be? What if you should be somewhere else? So they're up in their head. They literally are paralyzed with these thoughts back and forth. All right, so let's see why all this anxiety. All right, so we have the 4 of coins, and we have the moon. Sign of Cancer. You could be involved with a Cancer. You're pretty guarded here. I will say you're pretty guarded. You are holding on to this connection, but I do think that you're pretty guarded. And again, I have to say to you, Pisces, be careful with your money. I'm seeing again a caution about, being cautious with your money. So definitely, take a look at your finances. But yeah, the anxiety for you is because you're guarding your heart. You're holding on to this connection. You're waiting to see what's going to happen, to see if this new beginning is going to come in and be stable, but you're very anxious about it at the same time. For them, they feel like they're a little bit in the dark too. They want to do the right things. They want to bring balance. They feel like this is the right thing to do. They feel like it's like it's going to make things move in a positive direction, but they're unsure, and that they're unsure because of the fear. Some of them might be carrying a secret, or they may fear that you're carrying a secret. Why is the Death card here? I feel like there's a transformation going on. There was an ending here, but because I see that in your energy as well. Now that's affected things, but I feel like there's a transformation that's taking place now. All right, we have the 4 of Swords reversed, and there's that Knight of Cups again. Yeah, it's a transformation, and that transformation has been it's been kicked off by this offer of love, this outpouring of love from your person. I do feel that you have done a lot of healing, and you're receptive to this person coming back around, coming back in, and you're receptive to this transformation. But I also think you feel that there could be something here that's hidden from you, something that might be a little bit deceptive. I do think you're going to accept this this offer. I do. They have a lot of fears behind this offer. Like I said, there's a split in their mind. It's like the angel and the devil on their shoulder. All of this is part of this transformation happening. Let's look at the outcome here. So it looks as if this ending was actually orchestrated in order to create a transformation. we have the Ace of Wands reversed. We have the Emperor reversed. And we have the Ace of Swords reversed. So a lot of anxiety, really both parties up in their head. There's a fear of things ending. There's a fear of things ending, and that's why you're both up in your head, overthinking things. For you, Pisces, you may feel like things are a little bit out of control. There could be fears of either, you could fear that either you are being perceived as being over controlling, or you might feel that the other person is over controlling. I'm seeing the energy of someone who is over controlling, more interested in money and work, and unbalanced here. And that might cause an ending, right? So there's concern, there's worries about that. So either you feel that the other person is exhibiting that, or you may fear that that's how you're coming across. For the other person, I feel like they don't tell you things. There's things here that they don't talk about. They're not providing clarity. They keep a lot to themselves. And that's what's causing most of this anxiety. It's because most of the anxiety is coming from their side. And I feel like it's a lack of clarity. It's a lack of clarity caused by a decrease in communication. It doesn't have anything to do with love. It has to do with fear and a lack of clarity. And that lack of clarity comes from them not communicating things. So this person could have difficulty communicating. They may feel as if, if they communicate things, that somehow you're going to see them as being weak or over controlling, or not taking control of the situation. They may fear that you will leave them if they communicate things to you. This is also somebody who does tend to bury themselves in work in order to deal with their anxieties. So I feel like this connection is transforming, but there's fears here on both sides that it could end. All right, so bottom of the deck, we have the Tower in reverse. So this was a Tower moment when things did end. I do feel that the other person is one that took the action to bring in this offer of love, this cup of love. They offered love. They came back through. They came back around with this reconciliation. And now the two of you are trying to rebuild this connection and trying to rebuild it on a foundation. I feel like before the foundation wasn't strong, and now there's an attempt to rebuild this connection on a firm foundation. And you're waiting to see, is that going to happen? Is that what's going to happen here? All right, so I'm going to pull a few oracles to round this out and see if there's any further messages. Let's see what we got here. All right, on your side, Pisces, we have clock. Needs time, takes time. Talks about cycles. So yeah, there's something cyclical about this. Time to heal and progress. So progress has been made. There's still healing that's taking place. And I feel like there's something to do with time in this. I don't feel like you're in a great rush, Pisces. I feel like you're trying to basically say to this person, look, it takes time to heal things. It's not going to happen overnight. We're making progress here. So you have clock. On their side, we have separation. Sadness and missing you, thinking about you, unsure of the future. So The separation really deeply affected this person, and I feel that they haven't moved past that energy. It caused a lot of fear in this person, and I feel like they are bringing that fear back into the connection, into the reconciliation, and it is causing a lot of concern, a lot of worry. I think both parties are really up in their head. All right, well, I hope this has been helpful. If you are interested in the free personal reading, be sure to subscribe to the channel, hit that thumbs up button, and also drop a comment. Until I see you next week, namaste.